Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's tarot card reading at Mono Rasa. Today is the 13th of September 2018, and I'm really happy to be with you, and I'm happy to be with the cards. And let's see what the cards want to tell us today. Now, if you want the short version is that today, if you find yourself in a state of fear and worry, just know that it's possible to transmute that fear into fire, into fire. And we can do that by first of all becoming aware of the fact that we are in a state of fear, and then secondly accepting the fear, being becoming completely present to the fear, feeling the fear wherever it shows up and however it shows up in the body. And that will get us out of our mind, out of our heads, and into the body, and allow the fear to move through you, because fear is energy, and energy wants to move just by its very nature. So yeah, just remember that it's possible to turn fear into fire. Now, if you want the longer version is that if you see the three cards that we have for today, we have the King of Wands, we have the Nine of Swords, and then we have the Six of Wands. Now, of all the three cards, the card that immediately drew my attention was the Nine of Swords, because the brain is wired to seek out anything that's even remotely negative, and the Nine of Swords is more than just remotely negative. It's very, very obviously quote unquote negative. I mean, look at this person. He is not being able to sleep, he's up in his bed, and obviously he's in a state of deep fear and worry. And this is not the kind of worry that just comes and goes, not just a minor thing that we worry about and then move past very quickly. This is probably something that shows up time and again, and we worry about this particular thing time and again. So it's like a more deep-seated fear that keeps showing up every now and then. And of course, it's very human to feel fear, it's very human to feel stress and worry, and I know that all too well because I get OCD about so many things. But the good news is that it is possible to move out of this very dark and heavy state. And if you look, this card is like literally sandwiched between the two cards from the suit of wands, the King of Wands, and then you have the Six of Wands, and the wands represent fire energy. So the King of Wands is someone who's very, very driven, he's very passionate, and someone who really knows how to tap into his inner fire. And the Six of Wands is someone who has maybe gone through some tough times, but he's put in the hard work and now finally emerged victorious. So how we can move from this state to the state of a more vibrant state is by first of all becoming aware of the fact that we are in a state of fear, and we are in a state of that right now we are worrying about something. And in such times, it's just by telling ourselves that oh, don't worry, get over it. Sometimes it works, but for those deep-seated fears, just talking ourselves out of it, sometimes it helps, but not always. So in such times, what I like to do is, first of all, like I said, to become aware of the fear, and then secondly, just completely accept the fear. Get out of our head and feel the fear wherever it's manifesting in the body, whether it's in the throat or in the gut or wherever. Just become completely present to the fear. And remember that fear is also energy. In fact, it's very, very potent energy, and energy by its very nature wants to move. So if we stop resisting it, as they say, what you resist persists. If we stop resisting it and just be in complete acceptance of it, feel it, what you feel you can heal. Sometimes that's enough to get to the next stage. But sometimes if the fear is very old and very, very deep, it might need more time and patience to sort of move out of us. And if that's the case, just do the best that you can, and always remember that while it's important to be persistent it's also important to be gentle with ourselves. So if if I find that if I'm in a state where the fear is just too all consuming and it's just too overwhelming, at such times it's okay to back off. It's okay to back off and maybe talk to someone, maybe read an uplifting book or listen to someone. So be patient, be persistent, but also be very gentle with yourself. Yeah, and let me just turn the oracle card that I pulled for today. And we have El Moria with us today. It says Awakening Presence. And this card is from Kyle Gray's Oracle deck. It's a very beautiful Oracle deck. And I just want to read, this is the booklet that came with the Oracle card. I just want to read something from the booklet. It says, El Moria is here with a legion of angels to help you understand where you are at now. Fire up your divine connection and detach from dramas, people, places, and emotions that no longer serve you. Remember that within you there is a mighty soul light. Allow that light to shine through your entire being. So, on that very wonderful note, I'll wrap up today's tarot reading and I'll be back with another reading tomorrow. Till then, bye bye and take care.